Hello everyone. Have you ever noticed that when a bus suddenly starts moving, you fall backward, and when it suddenly stops, you fall forward? Why does this happen? The answer lies in a very important concept of physics called inertia. Today, we are going to understand what inertia is, its types, real-life examples, and why it plays such an important role in motion. So let's begin. Introduction to inertia. Inertia is a fundamental property of matter. Every object around us, whether moving or at rest, resists any change in its current state. This resistance to change is known as inertia. Inertia explains why objects do not start moving on their own, and why moving objects do not stop suddenly unless an external force is applied. Definition of inertia. Inertia is the tendency of an object to resist any change in its state of rest or uniform motion in a straight line. In simple words, inertia means an object at rest wants to stay at rest. An object in motion wants to stay in motion unless a force acts on it. Relation between inertia and mass. Mass is a measure of inertia. This means greater the mass of an object, greater is its inertia. For example, it is easy to push a bicycle. It is very difficult to push a loaded truck. This is because the truck has more mass and therefore more inertia. Newton's first law of motion. Inertia is directly related to Newton's first law of motion, also called the law of inertia. It states that an object remains at rest or in uniform motion in a straight line unless acted upon by an external force. This law explains inertia in a scientific and mathematical way. Types of inertia. There are three main types of inertia, depending on the kind of change an object resists. 1. Inertia of rest. Inertia of rest is the tendency of an object to remain at rest. Example: when a bus starts suddenly, passengers fall backward. Dust particles fall out when a carpet is beaten. In both cases, the object resists the change from rest to motion. 2. Inertia of motion. Inertia of motion is the tendency of a moving object to continue moving with the same speed and direction. Example: passengers fall forward when a moving bus stops suddenly. A person jumping from a moving train continues moving forward. The body resists the change from motion to rest. 3. Inertia of direction. Inertia of direction is the tendency of an object to resist a change in its direction of motion. Example: when a car takes a sharp turn, passengers are pushed sideways. A stone tied to a string moves outward when rotated in a circle. The object resists the change in direction. Everyday examples of inertia. Inertia can be observed in daily life. Seatbelts protect us by countering inertia. During sudden stops, fruits fall straight down. When a tree branch is shaken, coins fall into a glass. When a card below them is flicked away. These examples make inertia easy to understand and observe. Importance of inertia. Inertia is important because it helps explain motion and rest. It forms the foundation of classical mechanics. It is essential for understanding Newton's laws. It plays a role in vehicle safety, sports, and engineering design. Without inertia, motion would behave very differently. Conclusion. To summarize, inertia is the property of matter that resists changes in motion or rest. It depends on mass and appears in three forms: inertia of rest, motion, and direction. Understanding inertia helps us understand how and why objects behave the way they do in real life. If this explanation helped you, like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more easy and clear physics concepts. See you in the next lecture. Keep learning. Generate IIT-JEE with attractive way.